So in this tutorial, we're going to be talking about how to create objects, move them, delete them, as well as putting them onto layers. And while we're there, I'm going to show you how to arrange them. So here's one I created earlier. And how I did that was just getting the rectangle tool, clicking and dragging out. Doing the same thing for ellipse tool and the star tool. Now they've got actually, I can tear this off and move them if I keep wanting to use them. These all have different functions to them, and by that I mean if I simply click on the interface or click on my paper, it comes up with a dialog box. That happens for all of these. So if I go to the polygon tool, traditionally I just click and drag and now I've got an octagon or something. If I click there, I can actually see how many sides I want. I can do, say, 3. I can change the radius to be something else, and now I've got that out there. Okay, you don't have to just go with the default settings, although the default settings for this polygon tool, if I click there, was 6, so it wasn't an octagon. Okay, so we've got a couple of things here. Layer 2 has my ellipse. Layer 1 has my square and the star. Now, I can actually click and drag this down here, and it's now on layer 1. Looks like nothing has changed. However, if I right click while this is selected, if I right click on it and arrange, go center back, it actually goes behind. However, if this was still on layer 2, even if I said arrange center back, that would have gone to the back of this current layer. So you've got to think of layers in Illustrator like clear plastic pockets. You can put stuff in it. If I expand layer 1, I can see that I've got the star and I've got the rectangle. And sure, you can arrange it inside of itself. And that's no different than just doing right click, arrange, bring to front. That's no different. It does the same thing. However, you can be forgiven for being frustrated by saying, well, I've already gone center back and nothing's happening. But you've got to check, where is it in your actual layers? Now, in Illustrator, as you can see, I've got all 3 objects on the one layer. You can do all your artwork on one layer if you choose to do so. For me, I like to separate things and give them labels, so I can say, if this one was my images and then this was my text, I'm going to give it different names so I know where they are. I can turn them off, I can lock them so you can't actually touch them. Easy. So what have we done? Have we been able to create, move and delete objects? Well, select them. If I go delete, now I've shown you how to do them. Okay, you can select, if you want to select 2 objects, while one is selected, you can hold down Shift, click on another object, and you can delete, or you can do click and drag over it while you're in the selection tool. Okay, so yes, we've done this. We have done layers. What else can we do? Rotate objects. Okay, if I undo, to rotate an object with my selection tool, I can just hover over this. If I hover over the anchor point or the transform point, it's going to allow me to scale it up and down. Remember, if you do scale, you're always holding Shift. Otherwise, if I hover just outside the point, I can rotate that there. You've also got another tool called the free transform tool. It does similar things, but as you can see here, we've got the free distort, the perspective distort as well. So I can actually click on one of these points and I can change the perspective of it, look like it's coming in from the side, and give it a couple of different things, as well as still being able to rotate it as well. So I think that will be all for this tutorial.